Good evening, lambs. Ky back for another Ky Rants. Don't forget that Ky Rants is sponsored by my lamb Patreons. If you want to be a sponsor of Love and Murder and Ky Rants, go to patreon.com/Love and Murder and join today. Now, the headline of this crazy case is called "A Victim of a Pedophilic Babysitter Punched Him in Court." In a recent courtroom drama that unfolded like a scene from a true crime story, the victim of child sexual abuse took justice in his own hands, delivering a punch to his convicted former babysitter. Tyler Fu, who is 29, resorted to violence after Richard Gross, 80, escaped a prison sentence during the sentencing hearing on October 2nd, 2023. Tyler, who had endured years of abuse as a child at the hands of pedophilic Richard, couldn't contain his anger as he unleashed a punch at pedophile Richard, who'd molested him from the ages of 8 to 15. In his own words, Tyler expressed, quote, "I was extremely angry. I know he's old, but that doesn't change anything like that. Doesn't change the damage that he caused, the horrific effects that I had to live with for decades, and it was not justice at all." The punch caused pedophile Richard to fall to the ground, resulted in a brief loss of consciousness. He was immediately transferred to UMC trauma for medical attention. His glasses shattered due to the force of the punch. Tyler was immediately handcuffed and arrested at the scene and is now facing a misdemeanor battery charge. Tyler had previously taken legal action against pedophile Richard and his wife in 2011, claiming assault and battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, false imprisonment, negligent supervision, and negligence. In his complaint, Tyler alleged that pedophile Richard had said that he wanted them to both feel good and had threatened him into silence with phrases like, "Don't tell anyone, including your mom." The case against pedophile Richard was originally comprised of 26 felony counts related to alleged child sex abuse. Pedophile Richard entered an Alford plea, meaning that he pled guilty because the conviction seemed inevitable. And so he made that Alford plea to a felony count of attempted lewdness with a child under 14. However, a plea deal ultimately led to District Court Judge Tiara Jones issuing pedophile Richard a suspended sentence of 60 to 180 months. Instead, the court put him on probation with a threat of prison if he violated the terms. This decision came as a severe disappointment to Tyler and is an apparent miscarriage of justice. Quote, "The justice system failed me in this case and didn't sentence The justice system failed me in this case and didn't sentence pedophile Richard Gross to any prison time, even though the grand jury initially charged him with 26 felonies. I know there are many children and adults that have experienced this, and I want you to know that you have the power to come out with it, tell your loved ones, report your abuse to law enforcement, and find justice." Tyler then launched a GoFundMe page sharing his story and encouraging others to come forward. As of Monday evening, the GoFundMe campaign has gotten over $5,300 in donation. What do y'all think of this case? First of all, I can't believe that they charged him with misdemeanor. I mean, I understand it would actually be a felony because he punched somebody and supposedly they kind of gave him a break with misdemeanor, but they shouldn't have given him anything. Nothing. This guy ruined his life and he got off, and the victim is the one getting in trouble because he has an emotional outburst at the fact that this guy got off. I honestly don't care that he's old, and he's lucky that the only thing that shattered was his glasses. So I don't like that they charged him. I mean, hopefully they dismiss the charges and it's taken off of his record and everything like that, but I'm not happy with that outcome. And then pedophile Richard only entered a plea because he thought that he was going to be guilty, the Alford plea, indicating that he pled guilty because a conviction seemed inevitable. Literally the only reason he did that, not because he's taken responsibility of his actions. And instead of helping him take responsibility of his actions, all y'all gave him was probation. Anyways, that is my rant for today. What do y'all think about this? I want to hear you in the comments below. Go and take my poll. It's either going to be on Patreon, patreon.com/Love and Murder, or it's going to be on my YouTube or Spotify. I'm going to have a poll there. I want to hear your answer, and I want to hear your thoughts about this. That's all I have for you today for Ky Rants. See you in tomorrow's rant. Bye.